We have a lot to talk about today, and this one is important, so I'm not even gonna do an intro. Guys, 2K24 comes out in like 3 or 4 days, man. Drop a like if you guys are excited, and let's go. So a former NBA 2K League professional who goes by the name of Fanta, he was a guard by the way, was answering questions on a YouTube video of 2K24 gameplay. Now keep in mind, at Community Day, they were only able to play on 99 overalls with just bronze badges and no animations, but Fanta was one of the people that played the game even earlier than that, and we've seen that on 2K TV. So I believe these questions are the first ones that we're gonna get answered from someone that's actually played the game with animations, with maxed out badges, things like that, except for Uncle Dimmy. Okay, so let's roll this first clip and I'll be right back.
What's a feature they added that needs to be patched, nerfed, / buffed? That's a great question, Dario. And I'm gonna be honest, chat, my answer to this question, I honestly think that this year, with like kind of like the simulation type of movement, like they tried to do too much in the paint with like the floaters, the Euro steps, the like, I get it, you want people to have an actual bag at the rim rather than just going up, but my huge worry with this is that it's kind of like they want people to start actually doing floaters and etc., to where I think maybe they buffed it too much to where somebody who's actually good at the game and is timing all their layups and etc. are gonna make bull-ass layups. So if anything, it has to be patch fixed. I'd honestly have to say like paint defense needs to be like buffed.
Okay, so the first thing Fanta says is that paint defense needs to be buffed. Now, we all know Mike Wang himself, the gameplay director, said that paint defense was better this year, but we haven't played the game yet, so we don't know. And by the way, guys, just because he's a 2K League professional doesn't mean I agree with every single thing he says. However, I do want to and really like hearing someone who's very good at the game's opinion on the game, you know what I'm saying? So let's roll this next clip, and I'll be right back.
Can you fade from 3 consistently? I think it's a lot harder, but I honestly think you can if you're a good player. If you're a good player and you're a good shooter and you could time your jumper, I do think this year you'll be able to fade from 3 consistently. I think they patched it to where Jimmy Boy 312 can't just pull up and fade from 3 every play, but like, it's a much smaller window, but if you time it, it's green.
That one is huge because, as we know, it's better in 2K23 to take a moving shot than standing shot in so many situations, and Fanta himself confirmed what Mike Wang said a few weeks ago about fadeaways having a nerf. Okay, Fanta said that not everybody's just gonna be able to sit there and knock fadeaways down consistently, but if you're good, then you're going to be able to hit them. Okay, there's a smaller green window, he said, which is huge. There's no reason why a fading shot should have the same green window as a standing shot, and I'm completely fine, as I said, with it having a nerf as long as you're able to stop and shoot the ball, which you're not really able to do in 2K23. If you stop and shoot in so many situations instead of fade away, well, guess what? Now you're 50% contested, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's huge, and we've also seen from gameplay just a little bit so far that it does seem like you're able to stop and shoot better on 2K24, which is just huge for the game in general. But let's roll the next one.
Insides or popper? This is a good question, Rue. I'm not too sure what the meta is going to be in terms of insides and poppers, but what I can tell you is when we were testing and an inside went against a popper, the poppers have smooth jump shots so you can green consistently. So there's going to be people who prefer their poppers, but let me tell you right now, they made it to where insides are really dogging poppers. Like, poppers aren't just sitting there stopping insides in the paint every play anymore and getting up with them on rebounds. Like, insides are really dogging them, like getting dogged loose. So you're gonna have your like your dogs who are dogging it poppers, and then you're gonna have your elite poppers who are like spacing out the floor and they're doing their own thing.
There you have it from Fanta himself, and if you guys have been watching the videos, I told you that's what I've been hearing as well, that inside centers will have a spot, especially on 2K24. Once again, they will be back, so you're gonna see a big mix between insides and poppers, and of course it also it depends on what you play, 2s, 3s, rec, stage, pro. There's so many things, but it's cool to see those back. And if strength really is as crazy as they say, a lot of even stretch bigs are gonna have to upgrade their strength or they will never get a stop in the paint. And let's roll this next clip. I think this one's actually very important. Never mind, guys, we just got a bombshell huge news tweet on Twitter, something we've been waiting for 24, and we finally got it. Zach Timmerman said attribute boosts from affiliation level do not contribute towards animation or badge requirements. So if you're confused about what that means, if you were able to get like a +2 ball handle boost and that unlocked animations on your player, took you from an 83 ball handle to an 85, then that would have completely changed the builder. Okay, so the last questions we have for that was huge, by the way, is what do the affiliation gameplay boosts do? For example, the heat check that you get for going to Rise. Do you have to hit 3 threes in a row to get heat check? How long does heat check last for? And then the other one is what do the boosts do? Okay, so now we know it doesn't unlock animations and badges, but how much does it give you a boost? Does the shooting boost give you a +2, +3, things like that? If it gets answered during this video, you guys know it will be in this video, but I had to show you guys that real quick because it's huge, man. Big information right there, and let's roll this next clip that actually is important.
That you're getting different shots for sure. Shooting is still going to be a skill gap in terms of who's greening every time and consistently. The green window is a lot smaller in 24. Like, there was people real life going 0 for 10, but it's a lot more rewarding. It's a lot more rewarding in terms of you can green 15, 17, maybe in a 20, maybe even a low 30. You know what I mean? Maybe even randomly a 47. Like, if you time your shot to the best, there's a chance of you greening it. I think like anything under like a 40, I think he said, like anything under a 40%, you can green. Do jump shots speed up? They do, but it's not OD. And I honestly caught myself shooting earlies while I was playing because I was playing for it to speed up OD, and it only speeds up a little bit.
That is gigantic information about 2K24, guys. If anyone's going to give us real info about the shooting, it's a 2K League professional guard that has to play against 5 sweats every game, a pure lockdown, you know, pressing, pinching, you know, all that type of stuff, okay? So the speed ups are not as bad in 2K24, guys. You know, that's my #1 gameplay complaint for 2K23, and I'm so excited to finally have a real skill gap in the shooting system back in the game. It's not RNG like the random speed ups on 2K23 where if someone's just kind of close to you, now you get a 200 millisecond faster shot, and you have to, you know, real in live action decide, oh, are they close enough to give me a fast shot? Are they not close enough? Things like that. It's not going to happen as much on 2K24, and we have the aiming stability, as you guys know, or whatever it's called, the stability thing that's in the jump shot thing. So when you're making your jump shot, the higher your I think it's timing stability, the higher that is, the less variations and speeds you're going to get on your jump shot. And I've seen a lot of people that are spot up shooters like Michael Porter Jr. Man, their jump shots look really good on 2K24, bro. I'm very excited for that. And as he said, the green window is smaller, but you're going to be able to make contested shots. So what they're doing is it's a more real life 2K basketball game. And I told you guys, it is a bit worrying, but at the same time, that's what a lot of people want, okay? I'm not sure how good that should be, because just imagine every play you're, you know, playing good defense and they're just making 30% for fun. But then again, in real life, you know, Kevin Durant shoots 30%. You know, that's a wide open shot for Kevin Durant. So if I make a build that has 38 shooting badges, or, you know, there's no badge points anymore, but you guys see what I'm saying. If it has a lot of shooting badges, or I make a Steph Curry build and I got sharpshooting takeover, that 20% should be nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know, it depends, okay? So what I'm seeing from 2K19 real quick before we play some more clips is that it's like a, or sorry, 2K24, is that it's a 2K19 like on steroids, you know what I'm saying? Every single build is going to be able to eat in park, okay? In 2K19, there really wasn't a bad build you could make if you were good. Maybe there's like 1 or 2, but a lot of them were very good. I'm talking about, I'm not obviously saying, oh, make a 5'7", oh, that's not a, you know, bad build. If you made a post-scoring shot creator, a slashing sharpshooter, a sharpshooting slasher, I mean, you could make it every single different way. Shot creating playmaking shot creator, didn't matter. You were going to eat on 2K20, on 2K19, and I see that happening, especially on steroids, like I said, if strength matters in 2K24, because now all the strength builds are going to be crazy as well, and it just seems like every single build is going to be overpowered in its own way, which is good if you're actually good at playing in that playstyle, which I can't wait to see. But let's roll this next clip.
Our ankle breakers more consistent. Ankle breakers are more consistent, chat. There we go. Like, spam up your W's, spam up your L's, however you feel about it. They are more consistent. That I can confirm. I was making them up. And you make 6, 9 demigods. Well, that's a good question. Typical snacks. Let me answer that for you. It's cooked. COOKED. Cooked.
Okay, so we've heard this from people that were at Community Day as well. Ankle breakers are finally back on 2K24, man. It's been a long time since we've seen them, and I'm so glad they are back. Yes, you can get some on 2K23, but they have been nerfed into the ground. And the craziest thing is, so many people complain for years about dribbling, and bro, they've toned down dribbling every single year, and ankle breakers they toned down. But it's crazy because that's, I guess, you know, the cheese, spam, dribbles, whatever, right, that people complain about. Those are unrealistic, but I never see those people. I don't think I've seen one of those people say that it's bad that you can do 11 Michael Jordan free throw line dunks in one game, okay? Because nobody's doing 11 Michael Jordan free throw line dunks. And then with ankle breakers, they'll be like, oh, but you only see a few ankle breakers a season, okay? How many times do you see a disgusting dunk of the year contact dunk? Okay, you don't see it a lot, right? In the NBA, you see maybe, you know, one really nice contact dunk a week, okay? But really, really good ones that you see like in the rec, you know, park, whatever, you can do those multiple times a game. So at least if you're gonna complain about dribbling, about ankle breakers, all I'm saying is, because, you know, whatever, bro, they've patched dribbling over and over. I don't care at this point. I'm gonna be able to dribble no matter what, right? But if you're gonna complain about it, bro, be realistic on every side of it, right? You're not getting a contact dunk from the free throw line every game, okay? That's not something you're gonna see in the NBA, yet you can get contact. I mean, look at this gameplay that you're watching right here. Look how many contact dunks you've seen. Do you think Zion's doing that in one game? Okay, yeah, he does get a lot of contact dunks and stuff, but no, not like this, okay? So anyway, let's roll the next clip.
All right, strength matters. Strength does matter. That's something that I've actually peeped this year. If you're on a lockdown or a center, strength 100% matters for you boys. It does. It does. Big time. Can you green consistently with a 70 to 83 ball? Yes. You might not be able to shoot the same type of shots, but you can green consistently. Because you're going to have lower blinders, but you can time your shot. If you time your shot and you're open, I think it's going in.
If there's anybody I'm gonna believe that strength matters on a build like a lockdown, it's someone like Fanta, because I don't even know the last time he's probably upgraded strength on a build. So if he's seeing it when he's playing against lockdowns and stuff, then he's definitely seeing that strength is going to matter on 2K24. Now, remember, strength is not going to matter on a 6'1" with 75 strength, okay? You know, it might help you a little bit, but it's obviously going to be some builds where it doesn't matter, okay? You're going to see probably a, playmaking shot creator type of build not have strength, okay? I just want to make sure you guys understand that, but it seems like because they're actually tied to badges now, that even if the attribute itself doesn't matter, you're going to have to upgrade it. So anyway, Uncle Demi made a tweet saying, trying to figure out how to have affiliations balanced. What ideas do y'all have? Would switching these around work? If not, what? And 2K Intel said changing the whole game before it drops. Chill out. Now, Uncle Demi did later on say, guys, my opinion on this does not matter. He's just making a tweet. So anyway, let's look at it, bro. Rise, as we know, we've seen this already, but anyway, brand new heat check gameplay. So that's shooting, right? Shooting is your gameplay boost on the left side. Then you've got finishing and playmaking. On the right side, you've got your two-way tenacity. So I'm guessing that's like get a steal, something like that, get a block, defense, shooting. Now, we already know most people want to go elite because the name's elite. It's a futuristic park. I mean, I'm thinking about, I don't know yet, bro, because I need to know about those gameplay boosts as well, right? But it's a futuristic park. It's elite. Elite's a cooler name than Rise, things like that. But I think that this is pretty balanced right here. Of course, my opinion doesn't really matter. They're not going to listen to what I say on this. But what I mean is, on the left, you've got shooting, finishing, playmaking, then defense, shooting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of balanced. It's not like one side has everything, one side has the other. It's like a mix of both. You know what I'm saying? One side has a shooting boost to the gameplay, like a takeover type thing, whatever that is on Rise, and then the other side has an attribute shooting boost. So I think that's fair to kind of balance out the affiliations, because if the right side has the heat check and the shooting, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff, then I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's going to look, everyone's going to go elite because people want that. So anyway, the next one is Michael Mainzer, who's a 2K employee, said, have seen some folks ask about body type since they're no longer in the builder. You can now upgrade progress your body in the Gatorade gym, but there's a total of 3 unique body types per build / player, and you can freely switch between them in the appearance menu. Okay, guys. So that's a question we had yesterday because you're not able to select your body type anymore before making your build. You're going to have to go to the gym. And we were all like, bro, okay, that's kind of doesn't make a lot of sense necessarily. Like, it does make sense, but at the same time, if you have to do those workouts, every build's going to be, built or burly. And not everyone wants to be built and burly on every single one of their builds. Well, now we know that you do those and you're able to still choose from a few different body types, which is cool. Anyway, 2K24 on Xbox Next Gen is 161 gigabytes. That is a gigantic game right there. And I just wanted you guys to see it. Anyway, I wanted you guys to look at this as well. Uncle Demi posted a pure slasher. Finally, we've seen him make it on 2K23. Now he's making it on the 2K24 builder. 99 driving dunk, no shooting, 84 ball handler as a primary pure slasher ball handler. Very low defense, 93 strength. So what I would do on this is, because I would probably never make a pure slasher primary ball handler, I would probably go a lot lower ball handle, because what really moves do you need to do besides running into the paint? You got gold bulldozer, all of physical handles, Hall of Fame, things like that. And then go more defense or maybe even higher strength on a 6'8" to get that Hall of Fame bulldozer if bulldozer is actually crazy. We will see, but it's looking like every build's gonna eat on 2K24 in the park, in the rec, things like that. Obviously, stage is gonna have its meta lineup, sharp shooting playmaker with a lockdown and an inside or a popper. Okay, we already know that. Okay, but in everywhere else where 99% of people play 2K, it's looking good. Anyway, guys, click this video right here. It's your boy Batch Plug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.